Okay, good evening all, and what a nice evening it is as well. Lots of you in already, and I can see that you're quite excited about what we've got to come, as am I. So we've got quite a lot going on tonight. A quick hey to Ben. I hope you saw the start of last week's show, mate. I did send you my very best to you and Amanda, and I hope that you're doing really well, my friend. Really sorry to hear your bad news about your bereavement, and my thoughts and best wishes have been flying out to you ever since I saw it, and hope you're okay. Hope you're both okay. Okay, let's see. But tonight we have a box to open, but we'll wait, take a few questions and get a few of your comments in first. I think that'll be good fun. So let's dive straight on over to Comment Cam and let's see what we've got and say hello to a few of you. I'm going to scoot back up to the top. We got Big Gary Tollander in, great to see you. Dave Lewis, CJ, Bamozzi, we've got Walid, hey, Terry Tickler, Trevor Locke, Blues Player 59. We've also got, did I mention Dave Lewis? Did I mention Terry Tickler? Did I mention Brexit Central? Did I mention Scott Guitars? Hey Dan, how you doing? Ben Coombs I did mention, and it's lovely to see you in, mate. Jake Lee Guitar as well, Ole Hansen, Phil Square, I can never say that, I'm so sorry, man. Nicholas Colding, Pabs London, Spencer Cron, Ian Wood, you made it, that's great to see you. Moose is loose in Sasqua. How am I supposed to say that? Oh dear. Great Vanzini, really nice to see you as well, brother. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. Ben Coombs says, you win best Canuck screen name. Moose is loose in Saskatchewan. I'm not sure how to say that. Techno Pana Moto 1. Good to see you. 13117. Good to see you. Doug Santinello. Good to see you as well, mate. Craig Taylor. Hey. Eli J. Dumar. Raven M Ad 9, I'm going to say. Marusi Marks, Weedy Guitar Studio. Hey, good to see you as well, man. Been a long time. Tony Smith. Janice Lala as well. Sounds just like it's spelled. Yes, okay, so it's spelled ITS. That's a very, very sad dad joke. I hope you're all okay, guys, and I'll take a few questions. Let's see how many of you we have in. We have currently got 58 of you watching and 16 likes, thumbs up. That's really, really cool. Thank you so much. It's lovely to see everybody in, really is, and it looks like the stream settings are all good, so that's cool as well. Scott Guitars, how you feeling tonight? Hey, Tall Thin Kev, good to see you. Brad Miller, sup? What's up, Brad? It's been a while. It's been a little while on the live show, I think, and it's lovely to have you all in tonight and for this really cool unboxing. I have been so well behaved this week because this guitar came on Monday, literally the day after the last live show, and I have left it boxed up so that I can unbox it with you guys. How much self-control does that take? Tell me. Blackjack Guitar Nut is in as well. Hey mate, good to see you. Chatsters. Scott Guitars is feeling nervous. I wonder why he's feeling nervous. Surely it can't be anything to do with recognising this box, can it? It's really cool. It came safely and I can't wait to get this open and show it to you guys. A lot of you will have probably seen it before because it hasn't been, this isn't the first unboxing of this guitar on the internet. No, this is actually, I think, number 2 or possibly even number 3. But there we go. Ian Wood says, that box doesn't look like it says Thomann on the front. Letting the side down CGS. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Bronze Snake. Good to see you, man. Oh, bless you. Hello, brother. He says, thank you for the kind comments during the last stream, brother. It's greatly appreciated. Well, my friend, it's always good to see you and always good to have the really kind support of those of you that support this channel and come back on a frequent basis. That's what this is all about. It's about community, and I'm absolutely delighted to have you here. Ian Wood saying, oh, have you ordered one of those John Robson guitars? Quentin, hey man, good to see. Oh my goodness, Quentin, I haven't brought anything out with me to drink tonight, although I have to say a huge thank you to those who kindly contributed to the alcohol fund last week, because I did buy a bottle of Jack Daniels. I should have brought it out and opened it on the show tonight, shouldn't I? I still haven't had a drink. I was going to have a glass of red wine after last week's show, but when I got out, I think I was just still on such a high from chatting to you guys. I didn't need to have a drink, so I didn't bother. But yeah, I should have brought that out. But hey, Quentin, no water. And Quentin, do me a favour, mate. Stop sending me StreamYards at 2 and 3 in the morning. I would love to have a chat with you and StreamYard with you. If you want to do it straight after the show tonight, that's the time to send it, and I would be delighted to have a good old chinwag with you. So yeah, but I'm not getting up out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, no matter how good your T-bone steaks are. Okay, let's see if there's any questions for me. Walid is eager to see at Scott Guitars Guitar. I think you know what it is already, don't you? Dave Lewis said John Robson had one a while back. Trevor Locke says no beer, tut tut. Cyborg Day Guitars, well, howdy to you, brother, really good to see you in. Ben Coombs says CGS doing a live stream drinking JD, where have I seen that before? You know exactly where you've seen that before, brother. And I still remember it like it was yesterday. In fact, I think I mentioned it on last week's stream. We just got back. Now, I'm thinking it was from GitCon, actually, not TGU, because I'm pretty sure that Shane from In the Blues was there. And of course, he didn't go to TGU or to Gear Street, so I'm pretty sure it was the GitCon after party and meetup, and I drank a whole bottle of Jack Daniels on that live stream, and by the end, boy, I don't think I was making any sense at all, but there we are. Let's see. Tall Thin Kev, that's a nice mix. JD and Red Bull, lovely. We don't mind that. Tony Smith says he's got a problem here with YouTube copyright claims. They're a pain, and I'm forever having to change the title of my videos. Hey man, I know exactly how that feels, as does my brother at Getaways and Guitars. Great to see you, man. That is absolutely awesome. Have a bottle of RG wine in memory of Maradona. Actually, I tell you what, man. I actually had a hilarious WhatsApp message from Jamie this week. Jamie Humphreys, who I met at the last Gear Street, number 2. And, oh, mate, I couldn't repeat what the little picture said, but it was hilarious. It was allegedly a tweet from Peter Shilton, and oh, it was hilarious. But there you go. Maybe some of you have seen it. Alfonso Rodriguez, greetings from Portugal and greetings to Portugal. Buddy, really good to see you. Yeah, you're... Walid says, Mike, live, drunk? Really? Yeah, it was. And it was absolutely, Ben, you're right. It was on Steve from Boston's channel. for certain, absolutely. Bam Mozzie hasn't had an alcoholic beverage for nearly a decade. Well, my friend, whatever floats your boat, and if you're happy with that, then that is awesome. I haven't had one since September, and I didn't intend to just stop drinking. In fact, I've got a bottle of JD. I really, really should go and get it. It's a pity that I don't have a prepared video for you tonight. Funny enough, I did make a video, but I was really pleased with it, and I've decided I was going to release it on its own first on Tuesday, and you'll see for good reason why that is. So I've got a bit of an interesting video coming up this coming Tuesday, so stick around and see that. Let's just take a few more comments, and then we will get to opening this box so that Dan's not worried. Oh, sorry. Hey, hey, Phil Squarer. I didn't mean to touch your comment there. I meant to say that Dave Lewis says Mike should call you Lemmy, which is hilarious. We can wait. Go and get the JD. Do you know, I am so tempted. But there we go. Not necessarily happy, but it was rather... this is Bam Mozzie, not necessarily happy about that, and would rather it was by choice. That was where I was heading, brother, and that's why I decided to do Stoptober. And hello, by the way, Sly Dog, good to see you. And Grumpy Mike, hey man, really good to see you in. That is so awesome. Yeah, I decided to do Stoptober because I really needed to give my liver a bit of a break. Anybody that went to Gear Street will tell you I'm a little bit of an alcohol monster, and I don't mind having a few, and a few most nights there turned into a crate of 36. But must admit, it wasn't all on my own. You know, there were about 4 of us drinking, but yeah. And my wife decided to do a sponsored Stoptober, so I joined her. Anyway, you've all heard this 100 times. There we go. Let's get on. Oh, Stephen Shipman. Really nice to see you as well, brother. And Humberto Rodriguez from Brazil, lovely to see you in as well. Odin Stan, really nice. He's given up for over 15 years. Well done, my friend. Bronze Snake is asking, do you have a mailing address, Mike? I'll send you some gold tequila. I get better looking and more intelligent with each shot. And now that's power. Love it. That is hilarious. Awesome. Janice hasn't had a drink since one of her last open mics in February. Wow. Well done to you. That's really, really cool. Blues Player says, JD is wonderful. Love it mixed with Theakston's Old Peculiar. That's a splendid, proper heavy drink. Yeah, absolutely. Mark Dalton's in. Good to see you, man. Hey, we must have quite a few of you in and watching now. Let me nip back over here and see how many we've got. We've got 83 of you and 30 of these, which is absolutely awesome. Thanks so much for that, guys. Really, really appreciate your kindness in showing the thumbs before I've even opened or thought about opening this guitar. I think if we can get up to 35 thumbs up, then we'll open this little beastie up and put Dan out of his misery. Alice, I'm so sorry. Alan, I should say. Alan Weston says, what's your favourite guitar? Well, there's a few. I really love my PRS SE Custom 24, which is a limited edition with a blonde neck. I can't put the Glary Strat, the 59-pound Glary Strat, I can't put it down. And I also grabbed out my Phil X guitar again the other day because somebody said they would like to hear it through that Engel. Incidentally, YouTube haven't been pushing some of my videos recently, so if you haven't seen Friday's Engel video, please go and have a little look at that. I'd greatly appreciate it. I've no idea what I've done to upset YouTube. It might just be the sheer weight of traffic at the moment with so many people starting a YouTube channel given the current lockdowns and all of the people shielding at home. Maybe that's what it is. But if you can go and give it a watch, I'd really appreciate it. So thanks so much if you will. Okay, let me see. How many thumbs up have we got? It says, whoa, 49 thumbs up and 91 of you watching. That is absolutely awesome. I think it is time to open the box. Are you guys ready to open the box with me? Shall we do it? I've strung you along for nearly quarter of an hour. That is so naughty of me, but we do like to be very sociable first, don't we? So I've got the knife. We ought to get a bigger knife. I've said this every time I've done an unboxing. Let's open this beauty up. And it's been very well packaged. So a very well done to Dan. Not giving anything away because I think most of you have already guessed what this guitar is. And I have to say, one of the things I love about this is Dan is a regular supporter and viewer of the channel, and I love to help out and to expose talent across this channel when, wow, it comes in its own little case. Look at this. I wasn't expecting that. And what's more, I managed to push the box off with my foot. This is actually really, really nice and light. Look at that Gear for Music case. Let's give you a bit of a closer. Okay, there we go. Oh, Bronze Snake, don't worry about that, mate. The thumbs down count as much as the thumbs up, brother. So don't worry about that. I never do. Okay, let's open this up and get this beauty out. I need to undo this. Are you nervous? Are you nervous, Dan? Probably am at the way that the angle I've got the case at. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can open this so that you can all get a good view at the same time. Wow, bubble wrapped, nicely bubble wrapped. Oh my good Lord. That looks even better in person than it does. Let's get rid of some of this bubble. I will save the bubble wrap, don't worry, to send it back. Look at this though, guys. Look at this beauty. This is, of course, the telly. It is the telly that Dan from Scott Guitars has built. I'm going to give you as close a look as I can. And it is absolutely beautiful. What's more, it smells really nice as well. But look at that top. That top is absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful figured maple. It really does look absolutely stunning. What do you think, guys? Hey, RJ, good to see you, man. And thanks for that. That's very kind of you. He says, Mike, you're way better at switching the Stream Deck than me. I don't know about that, RJ, but it's lovely to see you, man. Really good to have you in. And we're just opening this incredible guitar from Scott Guitars. Now, Dan has sent this to me very trustingly in the post. And we are going to do a demo of this guitar in an upcoming video, but look at that. And I love this little extra bit of figuring at the top here, which looks like it's a mark, but it's not. It's actually a really nice piece of grain in the wood. It's a beautiful top. I believe that I'm right. He will correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a maple top with a sapele body. And actually, look at that. Look at the ferrules. They are in a little piece of maple that matches the front, which is really nice. And a nice detail as well with a very nicely flush mounted control cavity on it. Absolutely beautiful. And it's 4 screws but without the back plate holding the bolt-on neck on, which is also Sapele. And I believe I'm right in saying they look like it. In fact, yeah, I'm just going to get them in the right light. They're Gotoh tuners. And I believe that looks to me like a Gotoh bridge as well, all gold hardware. I'm reliably informed that the pots are CTS pots, and I believe, you can correct me again, is it a Switchcraft switch? I'm trying to remember as much as I can. I made a few notes here. The only thing I didn't remember that I had to make a note on is that these are Vanson pickups. They're classic 57 Alnico PAFs. So there we are. They should give a really beautiful tone. Yep, it's got a tusk nut, and oh, I like the string tree. That looks like a tusk type string tree as well. So that is really, really nice. I love the headstock shape. That really is quite sick. That looks amazing. And usually I'm not a big gold hardware fan, but this kind of colouring, and with the Sapele dark, Sapele neck, and what looks to me, I'm gonna have a guess at a rosewood fingerboard. Actually, it's very slightly darker, if you can see, than the Sapele. So I think that kind of gives it away as being a rosewood fingerboard. Sorry, I have missed so many of your comments. I really, really apologise. So there it is. There is the Scots Guitars telly shape. It's a bit heavier now that it's out of the case. That is so weird. I have this happen to me all the time. The box feels really, really light. I unpack the guitar and the guitar feels heavier. I don't know what this weighs, but I will weigh it and I will let you know, certainly for the demo that we do with it. But I just think it's absolutely stunning looking. And clearly we've got D'Addario strings on it, which I can pretty much tell by the colours inside the ferrules. Yeah, so let me know and let Dan know what you think of this guitar. Let's go and have a little look at a few of your comments. Oh, there we go. I was right. Dan's confirmed that it's an Indian rosewood fingerboard with burr walnut. Ah, burr walnut veneered headstock. Look at that. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I can show you a bit closer on comment cam. Look at that. There we go. And have a look at that nut. Very, very nicely cut. And we'll give you a little look down the neck as well, because you can see with that string tree, it works really, really nicely. And let me give you a bit of a closer look at some of, I'm sorry it's through the comment cam, folks, but this is probably the only way I can get it closer to the camera at the moment. So there we are. That is absolutely beautiful maple veneer on the front. No, not veneer, it's a decent cap actually. There we go. That's something else I can show you. Look at the thickness of the maple top. It's a top rather than a cap, and it's certainly a top rather than a veneer. It does look nice. I do like the gold pickup surrounds as well. That looks pretty sweet as well. Let me see if I can give you a slightly wider shot of the gold pickup surrounds. There we go. I hope you're getting that grain. Look at the movement in that grain. It really is nice. By the way, really enjoying, and hope you guys are enjoying, the lights that we unboxed last week. I think they're adding something definitely to the look of the studio. Very, very pleased with them indeed. So there we have it. That is the Scots Guitars, and it's almost in tune. I haven't even told you anything about, oh, somebody asking the question, Waled says, are the side dots centered? They are indeed, my friend. There we go. If you can see the side dots there, absolutely, they're centered. For sure. Bronze Snake says, does Scott Guitars have a website? He does indeed. It is scott-guitars.co.uk. Now that I did write down. And allegedly, This, well, actually not allegedly, I know for certain, this won the Crimson Guitars Guitar of the Week. So I'm really very hopeful of some incredible tones and feel out of this. One of the things that I like, as you all know, is it's got a nice thick meaty style neck. I would say it is reminiscent of a 50s style Les Paul. It's a C-shaped neck for sure. It's not V'd, and it's certainly not a D shape with the flat on the back. It's very much a C-shaped neck, and it's a good thickness. I would say, including the fretboard, we've got to be looking at 20 to 22 mil at the nut. And I think it's actually not graded, so it doesn't get any thicker up towards the 12th. I would say that the string height at the 12th is about 2 mil from the top of the frets, which is a really nice height for me. I really enjoy playing guitars at that sort of action. I can tell straight away before even plugging it in. You can listen to that ring. That ring is absolutely beautiful. Blues Player 59 says, RKG Austin, you missed the exotic dancers. Damn, you'll have to rewind and watch the big build up and all the dancers, the trapeze artists, the flamethrowers. Man, you really missed out. There we go. Scott Guitars has confirmed for me. How about that for my eyesight? Even though my eyesight is terrible, he's confirmed that it is a chunky 22 mil C-shaped neck. Exactly what I felt, what it felt like to me. And I'm a big fan of nice chunky necks. So really looking forward to doing some demos and some tone tests with this. We will put it through the Axe Effects. We will put it through the Pocket Pod, of course. And we will plug it in. I think I'm going to try this through the Engel and through the Boss Katana Artist as well. Really enjoying playing those two amps. And actually, I've got a couple of videos coming up with both of those. So yeah, looking forward to that. Love the jack mount plate being gold as well. Hopefully, let me see if I can give you a closer on the comment cam there. There we go. See, this comment cam is really useful, isn't it? So yeah, I really hope that you guys are looking forward to hearing the demo of Dan's guitar. Really beautiful guitar. So there we are. Did I miss anything, Dan? Let me know. So yeah, check him out on scottguitars.co.uk. That's Scott with a hyphen, which is the middle line, guitars.co.uk. He builds, this is actually, believe it or not, this is his first prototype, which is quite frankly just astounding, really. If this is his first prototype, once he gets another few under his belt and all that experience, I'm really interested to see where it goes from here. I haven't had chance to watch John Robson's review yet of his signature guitar, which is built by Dan and Scott Guitars, but I will get round to having a look at that soon. But judging by this, if this is the standard of your first prototype out the bag, man, it's one to watch for, folks. So keep an eye out, go and check out scott-guitars.co.uk. Go and have a look at the stuff he's got there. He is taking commissions. He's looking to only build a few each year, and his prices, I believe, start at around £1,000, which for a hand-built custom boutique guitar is incredible value, and I don't quite know how he manages to do that, but go and check it out and get in touch with Dan, and I'm sure he'll be very pleased to build you something equally as beautiful as this. I won't be plugging it in tonight, as usual. We will pop it down here and let it rest just behind me. But I will be doing a full demo of it real soon, and that'll be on the channel. Let me make sure we get that lovely headstock, which I really like the shape of, just in behind me there. So I hope you enjoyed that. We have just hit the half an hour mark. I'm going to take a few questions from you, but I promised, as always, that we would make sure that these live streams were between 30 minutes and an hour. So we've got a little bit of time for some questions to me, some questions, if you want, in the chat to Dan. And I'm not sure there's anything else I meant to mention. No, I only made a very, very few notes. Oh, I did make a note that the headstock was burr walnut and then didn't read it. There you go. I think once you get a guitar out of the box and you get it out and start looking over it, you just want to feast your eyes on stuff like that. So if you've got any questions or any comments for me, please put @CGS first and I'll try and answer your questions. Let's go over to chat cam. Oh, that's an absolute pleasure. No problem, Dan. He said, thanks so much. All info is correct. I'm looking forward to seeing you play it. I believe I'm looking forward to playing it more than you're looking forward to hearing that, mate. I can't wait to plug it in. And in fact, provided that Quentin doesn't keep me jawing for an hour after this, I will be checking it out tonight, and I can't wait to plug it in and play it. Nicholas says, will you plug it into your Engl amp? Yes, absolutely, for sure. I will be plugging it into the Engl. As I just said, I'll be plugging it into the Boss Katana Artist Mark II, because I'm loving that amp at the moment as well. I'll also put it through the Axe-Fx, but of course, as always on this channel, we will be giving it the standard routine test with the Pocket Pod. So that will definitely be coming up on a video real soon as well. I've got about a week, maybe a week and a half, almost 2 weeks videos ahead at the moment. So it might be a week or so before you see this, but definitely it's on its way. Let's check out a few of your questions. Let me see. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much indeed, Grumpy Mike. Let me pop that one up. That is incredibly kind, sir. And of course, you get one of these, a tip of the hat. And thank you so much for the little tip in the tip jar there. Never courted, but always, always appreciated, brother. Thank you very much for that. Oh, it looks like I'm okay to play afterwards as well. But big thank you to Grumpy Mike. Always too kind, my friend. Bless you. So it looks like I'm going to get to play the guitar. No problem, because Quentin's heading out for pizza. Excellent, excellent. Mark Dalton, you didn't start that with CGS, but I spotted it. Mike, maybe you know where I can find one of those 338 Sported Maple Top by Firefly. Oh man, do you know what? Firefly guitars, they are like rocking horse droppings. I haven't been able to get hold of one. I know they're much more popular and much more available in the States, but I can't get one in the UK for love nor money. I'd really like to try one out. So I can't help you there, brother, but I'll have a chat with my buddy Max and see if Max can point us in the right direction. CJ says, Mike and Dan, I'm very interested in making a pedal line, but need help and advice and people to make pointing in the right direction. Would I be, I guess that's, would I be able to run some ideas past your eyes? Mate, absolutely. Always, always really, really happy to help. And I'd love to help you, brother. You're a regular and you're a very, very kind supporter. But aside from that, new pedals to share with the community, of course, absolutely love to, brother. Drop me a line at ChinaGuitarSkeptic@gmail.com. Yeah, I know it's CGS, but I haven't got round to changing that on the email yet, so it's still ChinaGuitarSkeptic@gmail.com. If you email me, we'll start a little dialogue and I'll do my very best to help in any way I can, for sure. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Jose Benito Martinez Jr. More for the tip jar, brother. Well, thank you so much. And what's more, you get one of these as well. And a little salute for you, because that is incredibly kind. Thank you so much. Oh my word, you're all at it now. Stephen, thank you as well so much. That is really, really kind. So Stephen's just given a lovely little tip for the tip jar as well. So once more, you, my friend, get one of these. thank you so much. Never courted, but always incredibly appreciated. Thank you, sir. Really, really kind, very much appreciated. I did see a question back there with a CGS at the front of, I've got a few actually. Jar 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 says, what do you think is the right guitar size for a wheelchair user who's 155 tall? I'm so tall and yeah, okay man. So tall and in the wheelchair, wow. Well, I wouldn't go for a 335 style guitar because that might have trouble fitting in there. It very much depends on how much support that you need, but you can get 3/4 size guitars and also any small body guitars. Maybe think about trying something like a Dinky from Jackson or Charvel. What's your style of music? What are you into, brother? And that'll make it a lot easier to decide. But I wouldn't be going for a 335 or anything like a jumbo acoustic, man. I would stick to something that's a little bit smaller body, and hopefully that will fit in there nicely. And really sorry that you're in the wheelchair at all, man, but the best to you, brother. Tony Smith says, are Gibson guitars overpriced when you consider you can get a bespoke guitar made for less than your average mass-produced Gibson? Well, what can I say? When we've got guitars like this coming out, and I'm pretty sure that this one won't be in the price range of £1,000 because, whoa, you probably couldn't get the materials for that, but when you've got guitars like this coming out and people with the skills that Dan's got of building at these sort of prices, yeah, I have said it many a time about the diminishing returns of buying a brand named guitar, especially a big brand name that tends to hype and inflate their prices. It's all down to personal taste and preference at the end of the day, and a lot of people do want to play that Gibson guitar, but is it really worth the money? I'm with you on that. I'm with you, Tony, definitely. RKG Austin said, will you do a guitar rundown of your video and live stream setup? I'd love to do that, man, definitely. In fact, I think that question's been asked before, and I did confirm that I would do it. I haven't had chance to do it yet, but I will do it for you guys soon. And in fact, maybe I can set up another camera and do it that way. Rocking Horse Droppings. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I'm glad that gave you a bit of a smile. Shows how far behind the chat I am, guys. But there we go. Blues player. Oh, so there you go. Rax Effects has also jumped in there for Jar 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 with a check out one of the short scale Fenders. Yeah, lightweight and maybe a good fit. That's a good shout, brother. A very good shout. You're most welcome, CJ. Absolutely. Dave Lewis says, the pedal show live stream earlier did a bit on getting a new pedal to market. Well, that's probably worth checking out because Dan and Mick are friends I made at TGU and they're very knowledgeable guys. So check them out as well, CJ. And thanks for that, Dave. Really appreciate that. And there we go. Just to let you know, CJ, Scott's Guitars, if you haven't seen it, is scottguitars1 at gmail.com, and he's very kindly said you can get in touch with him any time at all to have a chat, so that's really cool. Terry Tickler's recommending a Music Man, which is, yeah, pretty cool. They're quite a small body guitar as well. Bronze Snake saying Rocking Horse Droppings with Marmalade Jam. Isn't that a Beatles lyric, I think? There we go. Oh man, all good fun, all really good fun. That's a good shout as well, Nicholas. Try a travel guitar. Oh man, Doug Santinello, bless you, brother. That is incredibly kind. Make sure to get that Maker's Mark. Keep up the great videos. Well, mate, that is incredibly kind. Let me give you one of these and my best salute. That is incredibly kind of you. And I did say to my wife just when she was shopping, because I've been a little bit more careful. She's 9 years younger than me, and with this current whole lurgy flying around the place, I've tended not to go out to the shop so much. And I said to her, if you can, try and get Maker's Mark. But they didn't have any, so she bought me Jack Daniels anyway, but that's definitely on the cards, brother. So thank you so much for that. Really, really kind. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It was Bronze Snake, indeed. Thank you, Doug. You're a good man. I need to switch. I keep forgetting to switch back to that. So Trevor Locke says, Ibanez Micro or Jackson Minions are brilliant. There we go. Richard Paul, hey man, good to see you. Oh my goodness. RKG Austin, bless you, my friend. Another tip for the tip jar. And he says, thanks for the answer. Looking forward to that gear video. Mate, I will definitely do it for you. And what's more, there's one of those and a big thank you. As I say, I never look for these. I never caught these super chats, but they are always incredibly appreciated. So thank you for that. And I will definitely make you the video. If not, we'll do it on a live stream of exactly the setup that I'm using here for my live streaming. And it's actually pretty much the setup that I'm using to make my weekly videos as well. I'll do that for you, brother, for sure. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Bam Mozzie, that's a good shout, brother. A Strandberg, because they're very small and they've got no headstock. The only issue that I ever had with Strandbergs, and it's an acquired taste, they've got this incredible V-shaped neck behind the fingerboard. The actual neck profile's V-shaped. So it's like this with a squared off V. And after playing it for about 20 minutes at TGU, I got really hooked on it. But to begin with, I couldn't even find my way on the fretboard. So I struggled with the Strandberg, but that's a good idea because it's a very short guitar with no headstock. Oh, I'm in the frame, yes I am, there we go. With no headstock, and the bodies tend to be quite dinky as well. So well done, Bam, as ever. A great shout there. Easiest electric for a wheelchair user, but it really depends on what you want, what chair you have, and even whether or not you can remove the armrests. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good shout, man. Tony Smith says, CGS, are Mexican Fenders the best value for money of any guitars? Of any guitars? Wow. Rax Effects, mate, lovely to see you in. I see you've got to run. Stay safe yourself, brother, and I hope to see you in the week and also on the next live stream. Take care. So Mexican guitars, Tony Smith asks, I think that from the Fender range, they are incredibly good value guitars. They're pretty much identical to the American Standard Strat. And for the money that they charge, they're much more in that kind of budget friendly, pocket friendly, shall we say? I'm not going to say budget friendly, but they are good value for money. I've played so many real cheap guitars, real budget end guitars, and I have to say, when you've played as many of those as I have, you start to look at even the prices of the Mexican Strats and think, they're good value, but are they the best value? And I think you asking if they're the best value for money of any guitars, I'm going to have to be totally honest and say no. I don't think they are the best value of any guitars, but I think they're right up there at the top of the value of Fender guitars. As much as I love the Ultras, that I was fortunate enough to be invited up to the Shard for the big grand UK unveiling, and I enjoyed that evening incredibly, and also my time chilling out with my buddies at Fender at the HQ as well. I don't think they'd mind me saying that I think that the Mexicans are a very, very good value and price point. That's why they make them there. So there we go. Okay. Let me see. Phil Squierra has got to fly as well. Will you take care, brother? Lovely to see you. We all should run pretty soon, really, guys, because we are at 45 minutes, right smack bang in the middle of my timings that I promised. There you go. Blues Player 59, Tony, says he swears by his Mexican 70 Strat and loves it with a passion. And Walid as well said Squire's his favourite brand. Yeah, you're right, Bam Mozzie, for sure. The neck on this is Strandberg we're talking about, is strange, but it is ideal for seated positions. In fact, playing a Strandberg almost in a classical position works really, really well. And I tell you, my friend, again, from Gear Street this year, Jack Gardner, he plays them and he just flies around the fingerboard with that. So yeah, really, really nice guitars. Trevor Locke loves his Bullet. Brian M thinks vintage guitars, they're very good value. Ben says that his MIM Telly plays just as well as his US built ones, and he's lucky enough to have made in Mexico as well as US built ones. So good luck to you there, brother, which is awesome. Stephen Shipman has a Mexican Strat and a Telly. He loves them as well. Basement Guitar Superstar. Hey brother, good to see you. And Paul Fuchs from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, great to see you in as well, my friend. We are just literally getting to the point where we're gonna start thinking about closing down tonight, but I'll just take a few more comments just because we love hanging out. Blues Player says nobody talks about Fernandez. Now there's a blast from the past. Fernandez guitars, I remember back in the 80s and 90s that one of my favourite bands, Saxon, Graham Oliver and Paul Quinn from Saxon were sponsored by Fernandez guitars. I think before that they were Washburn players, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Fernandez, that is definitely a blast from the past. And they were good value, very good value. Anyone should own a Harley Benton 79-pound Apple Red Telly. You're right, Dave Lewis. I've shown it on here, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous guitar. Terry Tickler, I'm going to take a couple more comments and then we're going to call it a day. But Terry says, I love my Classic Vibe Telecaster and my Squier Vintage Modified Jazzmaster. Awesome, man. Awesome. That is really, really cool. I think we are just about done for the night, aren't we, guys? If you've got any last second questions, I'll just keep a little cheeky eye out at the side. Great Vanzini had a couple of Fernandez, really good Fernandez guitars. Awesome. That's a great point, and I think it's a great one to finish up with. My brother and super mod on this channel, along with Ben, of course. Bam Mozzie says, any guitar is great value if you enjoy playing it, sounds great and stays in tune and does what you want or need. Just think of the cost per hour. You can get thousands of hours from a guitar. I don't think I can finish up on anything better than that comment, guys. And so at the 49-minute mark, I'm going to wish you all a very, very good week. Please stay safe. Please check out scottguitars.co.uk. That's Scott, SCOTT -guitars.co.uk, and check out more of this guitar. I'll be back real soon with the playthrough demo of it. And as always, you take good care.